Disclaimer: this episode contains discussions surrounding the topic of mental health.
Okay.
Yo.
I don't know how to start.
We're being so weird right now.
It's just been a weird couple of days.
It's been a weird couple of a lot of things.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hello and welcome back
to the Talk That Talk podcast.
Yes.
It's me, Theresa.
And I'm Sagesse.
And
what
we
you
are
saying?
back. We've been missing.
Yeah. We
been
needed
missing.
a break.
To be completely honest with you, it's not even the fact that we needed a break. It's the fact that life has
I
been
needed
doing
a
us.
break. I on top of life doing me.
I mean, Sagesse has been coming down every week and from Birmingham, and there's a lot of factors as to why we actually could not physically record.
I feel like we should start on a positive note and like not just like wallow in our sorrows.
No, I don't want to wallow in our sorrow, but I just feel like it's fair to keep it like I just want to keep it 100.
I don't know.
Like this is part
I'm
of
gonna
the
let you do that because I'm not in the mind
She doesn't
state
wanna
to
talk
talk about my feelings.
But
I'm gonna pass it on to you.
I'll just say this and then we can swiftly move on. Like it's part of this is the reality of the process. Like people will show you the outcome. You'll see like the videos on Instagram, the sneak peek. You'll probably see us. You know, Sagesse is really good with social media. She always gets content of us like playing around after episodes and stuff. And this is not
it
even.
It looks easy, but it's not.
It's not only is it hard, but there's a lot of things that are very challenging and very difficult.
And even like in your mind, it's challenging.
Yes.
In a sense where, because like even when things are good,
look at her taking over. She wasn't about to.
no, this isn't even me talking about my feelings. Like I'm not talking about. I'm just being honest.
Yeah,
like,
about this.
Like even when things can be good, but like it can be challenging in a sense where it's like you doubt yourself. Like, is it worth it? Kind of thing. Like, you know, when you have an idea and you're all pumped about your idea and boom, you're in your idea and you're actually doing it and you realize the things that come with doing it, and
it's
the
like
fact
there's
that
a
you have
launch
to be
adrenaline.
and
when you launch something you're like yes, it's
I've
launched.
done it, and then it's there. You have to keep the same energy.
Bruh.
And keeping the same energy is
it can be a
difficult.
challenge.
It is, because waking up sometimes boy,
what time you wake up today, sweet?
I woke up around 5.
Okay.
So like for getting ready, waking up around 5, having to take a shower, doing everything, and then like just putting yourself, like imagine doing that every single week. And before we took our break, it was literally obviously not every single week I was waking up at 5, but still waking up having to be pumped. Like you could be having a bad day and you have to come and record. And I feel like that's the thing, like with any job, to be honest with you, any career path that you want to go to, you can't let your feelings kind of get in front. And it's hard having to do that every single week. Like,
yeah, for sure.
And you're having like a hard time and you're coming here, okay, put my best self on and talk. And you just want to cry and you still have to talk and be entertaining.
But the thing about, like, I think we want to, I think the beauty of this as well is like we don't have to act like we're okay all the time. Yeah. And it's not like we're 100, like we're not rock bottom, like we're not like, you know, we're not like dying or anything. But yeah,
things
like, so Jess is right. Like we feel low. Do you know what I mean? But this is a safe space for you to be honest about how you feel. I know you don't want to talk about your feelings, but
I don't know.
Just like, you know, you don't have to act like
maybe if I feel like it.
If she feels like it. Okay.
I don't know. Like I've just gotten to the place where like I just feel like people don't really care. That's just how I feel. Like I feel like people don't really care. People only care when you're dead. People only care if you've made it. So like, why the hell am I gonna waste my time talking about my feelings to people who don't really care? And it's hard because like we're coming on here to speak to a broad audience. I know it's so shit and we should be like open and everything, but I don't want to I just don't want to talk about my feelings because I don't know. I don't even know how to put this in a better way. I just don't feel like people care. That's how I feel.
But the thing is, that's how you feel. And that, to a certain extent, I feel like I agree is true.
So imagine me coming on here. Like, have you seen those people on YouTube that come on YouTube and then they're having a really rough time and then they start crying on camera and I'm just like...
That's me. I just want to put that out there. I just want to put that out there because first of all, I have a sickness where no matter what emotion I feel, what is the outcome of that is tears. I could be hungry, I could be angry, I could be tired, I could be thirsty. I'll cry, and I'm seeking a specialist doctor. So if you know anyone, let me know because it's actually a sickness. That's number one. And number two, I was hella triggered one time because I was on Twitter and Nella Rose tweeted, "How can you sit down, record yourself, cry, edit it, and upload it, and tell me you're not a psychopath?" And I was like, wait. To me, like everyone, this is what I was thinking. Everybody's different, and like I have a friend, right, and I used to live with her. She will literally bury herself in her covers and literally put music on so you can't hear her upset before she lets you see her cry. Like she just thinks
I rate that.
The thing is she just it's just one of her things where she thinks she just doesn't want people to see her vulnerable. And I'm not like that. I don't give a fuck.
No,
I'm so okay with people seeing me in. I don't think that's me being attention seeking. The same way you see me being happy, the same way you see me you might see me annoyed. Why am I not going to upload me crying? Like I don't care. Like, but it's not like I have things that I don't want to see for people to see me in a certain way, and crying's not one of them. I don't care. I will cry on a date. When my boyfriend broke up with me and broke my heart, my friend Leona tried to cheer me up, and we got on the train and I was weeping on the tube on the DLR, and she was like, you know what, let's just go back home. I'm one of those people that I don't business at all because I put my emotions first, but I understand
it's healthy.
I mean,
it's healthy. I don't know, like I feel like I was like that, and I feel like lately I've started to like close up a little bit more, just because I feel like I'm the exact same way that you are. I don't know about the whole YouTube camera crying thing, but I don't know. Like the only reason I can say I can understand is because social media is supposed to be an outlet, and as much as people like to frown upon it, it's an outlet. So if someone wants to come on YouTube and cry because they don't have anyone to talk to that is going to understand and not put their feelings in a jar, then that's sometimes the only way that people can survive. Like crying is a natural emotion, like you have to let it out.
Can I just say that people always complain, and this is not even, I literally love Nella Rose, like this is not even about her, but people will complain about, people on social media only show the highlights, they're deceiving, they don't show the truth, don't envy them. And then people come on social media
show them
or YouTube, be real about how they feel, like,
and they'll get judged.
Then people get fucking shamed,
abused for it,
and that's really annoying.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I personally wouldn't do it. Because I've just understood that people, no matter how, like everyone loves to rave about mental health like this. It's not even to get all depressing or whatever, but everyone loves to talk about it when they see someone commit suicide. That guy that was in Love Island, everybody all of a sudden was a mental health advocate.
Don't mind.
And it's just, for me, it's just frustrating because it's like you have people around you, like you don't, like, who are going through shit. Like I can personally say the past few days my mental health has been shit, and I've resorted to the point where I started tweeting shit and I had to delete my Twitter because I was just like, nah, fuck this, like this is not me. This is not it. Like I'm not gonna sit up on Twitter and tweet because I'm not trying to have anyone feel sorry for me. Like I made a private account where it's just me. So I could just tweet my feelings. So
Sagesse has a private account on Twitter
where it's just me, and I can just tweet my feelings.
Do you want a diary, babe?
See, a diary doesn't feel like it's going out into the universe, but a tweet feels like it's going out into the universe, like the universe is catching.
I feel like this is a cry for help.
Sometimes it is, but because it's like, like not everyone's raised the same way as you, and everyone has like a different upbringing. So sometimes it's hard to even like to get people to understand you, because like the way that I feel like it is these days, it's like, okay, you can be going through something, you're going through a really hard time, and it's like, well, someone down the street just got shot, so you can't talk about your feelings because there's bigger problems in this world, and you're slowly starting to die. Like I've gotten to the point, it's so bad, like I feel like I'm at the point where I actually need therapy. I've been needing therapy. This is just me being honest,
on the waiting list,
because now it's like I want to talk about something and then I'll just be like, oh, never mind, you know what, never mind. Like that's and and it's starting to affect me because I've never been the type of person who holds back from my feelings, but like I feel like everyone around me has just kind of been like, well, be strong, be positive, be this, look at this, look at that. And it's sort of like, I'm going through like a really hard time right now, and I'm dealing with a lot of things, but to people it's like, if you've never really dealt with it, or because your problem might seem small to them, they don't understand how it can affect you. And like, I don't know, like, pray for me, guys. That's all I can say.
She said, "Pray for me,
pray for me, guys." That's it. Like,
she's like, have you seen the video of the man who's crying and he's like,
that is actually no, Theresa.
That's literally
that is
me.
That is it. That is it. Because
he's crying and he's like,
and he's got his tongue out. No, Theresa, that's genuinely how it gets. Like, I'm not even gonna start crying.
I sound like a horse, but
that's literally how it
I'm
gets.
not crying I'm not mocking depression. God knows I've sailed that boat, and I fight it. But
it's hard.
This is real life.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. We don't mean to be Debbie Downers. This is real life. For
yeah,
real.
and you know what makes it harder? Like when you're actually, you can't. I don't know. I think it was in 2016. I made this quote about like fighting through your tears, like regardless of how you feel, you have to keep pushing. And I feel like that's literally how I've been. And it can be toxic as well, but it's sort of like, I don't know, like unless depression gets to the point where it's actually killed me and that's it, I'm done. Like I'm never gonna stop trying, regardless of how I feel.
Fight it,
like I'm always gonna do what I need to do. You might see me crying in public, but I'm not gonna come.
You're gonna see me crying in public.
Because I remember one time.
By the way, I cried in public last week.
I
3
remember
times.
one time something really bad happened. Joe, I feel like this was one of the lowest points in my life. Have you ever heard like a howling cry, bro? Like I remember.
I've only ever heard a howling cry from my mum.
That was
when
me.
she gets phone calls from Congo about someone who's died. Like it's in the middle of the night and she's just like so distraught, and that is a cry that pierces your soul.
Yeah, that was me in 2017. I remember walking down the road by my house, just crying like someone had died, and it was in broad daylight. And there was a woman who came up to me, "Are you okay?" I couldn't even like formulate. I couldn't even open my mouth to talk to her. Like I don't know. Like from then, it's just been like, yo, if I need to cry, I'm not holding back on my tears. I just wouldn't want to have to come to social media and do that because nobody cares. And it's like in real life, nobody really cares. You can be like, it's having experienced this has made me care to see people upset. Like I'm gonna give an example. Last time before we stopped filming the last episode that we did, I was staying in London with my friend, and I was walking back to her house. I saw a lady get abused by her boyfriend or whatever. They got into a fight. God knows what happened. I don't know the ins and outs, but she told me her man beat her up. She was walking and she was crying. Like I just saw her. I was gonna walk past and I was like, nah, I don't want this woman to do something dumb. Like I don't want her to like run in front of a car or something.
Yeah.
Like she was proper crying and there was people walking past her and I was just like, I'm not going to be one of those people. So I stopped. I don't know why I'm telling this story, but yeah. Anyways, but
thank you for stopping.
Like I just stopped and I hope she's okay now.
Yeah.
But it's actually really sad. Life's sad, man.
Do you want a hug?
I'll probably start crying soon.
Oh, babe, come here, babe. It's okay. Things are gonna get better. You're not. Listen, if things don't get better, you die. So either way, you rest. You know.
Yeah. No, I believe they will get
so
better.
Bad, that's really dark.
It's really depressing.
Do not do not take your life. Okay.
There's other options. I don't know. I don't want to get really dark, but I might as well since we're here.
I mean, to be honest, we're just being real.
Okay, cool. So I've been thinking, Have you ever been so depressed where it's like, you know what, fuck it. You know what? Yeah. Like, have you ever? Okay, cool.
Thought about
dying.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like this was a tweet that made me delete my Twitter. By the way, just putting it out there. Okay, cool.
Delete your Twitter, as in like your Twitter account, or your
delete my
Twitter
account.
Why did you delete your Twitter account?
Because I didn't want to be that person. But
so you deleted the whole account.
I deleted the whole. Well, deactivated it. If I leave it for 30 days, it will disappear.
Yeah.
So I might when I'll come.
Thanks.
But really and truly, I feel like, you know, like when you have one of those dark moments and it's like, oh my God, I would rather be dead right now.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I don't know what's behind death. And then the Nipsey Hussle thing happened and I saw that he died and I was just thinking to myself, if I could give my life in his place at the moment, I would happily do it.
What do you mean?
Like
his death?
Yeah, like just trade places. But then I was no.
Like our listeners will be alarmed as I am right now.
No. Don't worry about me, yo. I'm not that. I'm not stupid like that. Like I'm just saying like my thought processes, and I just feel like it's important for people to sort of like understand how what people deal with. Like I'm not trying to scare anybody. Like I'm not gonna like commit suicide. Like that's not what I'm trying to say. But like I was thinking about it. Yeah, I wouldn't. Like I have too much fear of the unknown for me to do it. Yeah. That's why I was.
But I'm still worried about you.
Don't worry about me.
I will. I still am.
Don't worry about me. Anyways, let's continue.
I just want every listener listening to know that I will be doing some back work to support Sagesse.
No, I'm
not
actually
taking
alright.
her word for it.
I'm actually no big man saying I'm good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
I'm good.
I'm good. Don't worry about me, sweetheart.
Peace sign up. Don't worry about me, sweetheart. Don't worry about me, sweetheart.
No, but like I was just thinking about it, and I feel like this is literally just God saving me, because I'm one of those people. Yeah, like I like to know everything. Yeah. Every single move that I make is always a calculated move. I never do anything for no reason. Yeah. Period. That's just how I am. So when I get to these points and I think of it, I just think to myself, okay, cool. If I was to do this now and I'm to die, everything that I've worked for, everything that I could become goes and dies with me. Yeah. And everything, I don't know what's on the other side of death. We don't know. We've just heard things. Life here is scary as it is. I feel like life here in this world is scary as it is. Now, imagine me being by myself. I die. I feel like I'll be in the ultimate depression, because I will be. Yeah, I feel like I'll be dead and depressed. I'd rather be alive and depressed.
I believe you can be dead or depressed.
Yeah, I'll just be like a wandering spirit. Yeah, like that's what I feel like I will. Like, you know, sometimes when you say I've seen a ghost, that's a restless spirit. That's what I believe that is.
I believe that too.
I feel like I would just be like a restless spirit. It's like when you see those ghosts, when people say, oh, I seen a ghost, because I feel like when people die, if you die in a good way, your spirit's meant to rest. Like,
you die in the way you're supposed
to die, like a natural cause, you'll die in peace. But like when people get murdered, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. That is really sad. I don't feel like those people get the rest that they need, because until, like, I don't know, like I just don't feel like people who die in that way rest well. Do you get what I mean? Like their blood is screaming.
I feel like the people who die the way they weren't supposed to die. Yeah, because some people, I know this sounds nuts, but I do feel like some people are supposed to die in a certain way for a certain reason. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Bloody, let's think of an example. Some of our our African American activists, or whether it's Rosa Parks or Martin Luther King, whatever, they were supposed to die in a certain way, or I don't even know if I believe that 100%. But anyway, like, you're right. I feel like
they died for a cause.
They died for. But
I don't feel like with Nipsey Hussle. I don't feel like with Nipsey Hussle
he was supposed to die.
He was supposed to die like that. No, like that's
to
what
say
I'm saying.
R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle. And can I just put it out there that I'm never heard not one of his songs, but I watched his Breakfast Club interview because I love the Breakfast Club, and I've been known he was Lauren London's boyfriend, and I just knew that he was. I've always known him to be someone to genuine do work guy, in the community. He's built jobs, given his whole the mayor, the chief officer of LA, that is such a representation of his character. Do you know what I mean? And for me, a little London girl born in France from Congo, whatever, to know him and the whole world to be impacted by him, like I'm not acting like a fake fan, but I did know about him, and R.I.P. It's really
I don't feel like you have to be like a fan of someone's music to respect the things that they did. Yeah, like people can see you and they probably don't fuck with what you're doing, but they see that you're a genuine person, you do good things, they can still respect it. I don't feel like you always have to be a fan. Like it's not that deep, because that was a debate that I've seen. People need to relax anyways,
for real. Like, you just let people
fuck off. Seriously, I'm actually tired.
Fuck off, alright.
Like, it's just honestly just draining.
Guys, I'm not necessarily entertained by suggestions. I just find it funny at times, okay? This is not entertaining. We are both going to get seek counselling because we need help. But no, like, to me, even saying R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle,
it's fucked up.
It just certain things feel so out of sync. Oh, really?
Yeah, he was really upset.
Do you know what? My friend's girlfriend was like, she burst out into tears.
Yeah.
Because she's
I feel
been a
like
fan.
sometimes it's like, you know, when there's public figures, like people that you can relate to and look up to, like you don't have to know them for someone to make a huge
especially
impact
look up to, because
Yeah.
I aspire to be
on
just
your
like
life.
him.
Yeah, like he's just
In
was
everything
just
he
such a
did.
genuine person. Like most
even his African
unproblematic-
pride as an
Yeah,
African immigrant, like his
East
Eritrean. I think
African,
he's
from
oh
Eritrea.
my gosh. Even
Yeah.
talking about it gives me chills.
Yeah.
What, like I
He's
feel
literally like you know the what's that thing called? Like you know that Rastafari king. I swear he was East African as well. You know the ones that the Jamaicans. Oh, I forgot what it's called, but like if someone knows what I'm talking about. But anyways, fuck it. But rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
Rest in peace.
Because
Nah.
that shit's fucked up. But
It
anyways,
is.
what I was saying, like his with people that die like that, I don't feel like they have restless spirits. Hence why.
Yeah.
I would find it hard to commit suicide. I wouldn't. Okay,
Yeah.
that sounded fucked up.
There's a lot going on.
Hella fucked up.
We started off the episode of Sagesse saying, I'm not going to talk about my feelings today. And now she's like, I would or wouldn't commit suicide.
I
First
wouldn't.
of all, suicide, we just want
It's
to give
hard.
a disclaimer.
Like,
It's a serious issue. We're not making light of it. We're not taking a piss.
We're not taking.
We're
I'm
literally
just letting you know
thinking
how
out loud.
Yeah, like this is genuine.
my
Like
gosh.
I know I'm not the only person who has thought like this, but if this thought helps me, I feel like it can help someone else.
Yeah.
So I feel like taking your own life when you know that you're depressed, and because of depression, like I don't feel like you're gonna rest easy. You're not gonna just live, like try to get past it. That's just how I see it. Like if I'm feeling depressed, I'll go with emotions. I'll do what I need to do. Like it never, okay, let me say it never stops me. Some days like you won't want to get out of bed and shit like that, but on like sometimes you just have like a rush, you know what, let me get my life back together. Let me,
Yeah,
you
wake up,
start
clean your room.
tidying up.
Yeah.
And I always feel like my space always reflects how I'm feeling.
Yeah, for sure.
And like if I can't be bothered to clean, then that's it, you know. Like
Yeah.
I know that, but
I'm
then
not all the way
then
up there in my head.
But then you do kind of like see things, and you're like, okay, I'm not gonna let it get the best out of me.
Mhm.
So I'm just saying, I'm not saying that I'm just saying that I'm not gonna kill myself. I'm not trying to, but we're human. Like I'm not gonna sit here and act like I've never had thoughts of it. Like people have thoughts of suicide, because sometimes you just feel like I'm not good enough. I could just, you know, I'll probably be better off like just not being here. Things
Yeah.
don't work out for me.
Yeah.
And that's just how you feel.
Yeah. Life gets you like
And
that.
yeah,
And nobody is exempt from feeling that way. You'll be very surprised at people who have felt that way. People you might look up to, people who, you know, like people like leaders in the church, leaders in government, celebrities.
and a lot of
your
people
mum,
don't. A lot of people
your
won't
parents.
talk about it.
You just would never, because every life gets you like that. And
Mhm.
like, I don't know, like I hate like when I'm feeling anxious or depressed and someone tells me it's gonna be okay. I'm just like,
Yeah,
bitch,
I
fuck
hate
you.
that.
But like,
You
honestly,
know, like what I feel like helps me when I'm feeling like that, just be there, exist
Yeah,
around me.
just
Like
be around
I
me,
just
yeah.
don't like when I'm dealing with like, so you like I just feel like people should just deal with it differently. Like say if
Yeah.
you go to someone, oh, okay, I'm feeling like this, you just want to vent and get off your shoulder, and you just want a hug. You just want them to be like, oh, you know what, you're not on your own.
Yeah.
You can always come and talk to me.
For sure.
Because a lot of the time, I know people don't have the answers for me. Like period. Like nobody has the answers for me.
Yeah, they can only give you
God
advice,
knows.
but only you know, and God
yeah,
knows.
only God knows really and truly what is up and like what you're dealing with, kind of thing. So me going to someone to let them know how I'm feeling, I'm not expecting you to have the answers, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I'm not. Like I'm just expecting you to be my friend and just be like, yo, you're gonna be okay, and just, you know, just hug me or take me out for an ice cream,
Yeah.
or just exist.
Or just pay for me bloody groceries because I'm broke. I need all the donations.
You know, a guy made a GoFundMe on Twitter. No. He made a tweet saying with his cash. You know, I might actually do that. Made a tweet with his cash app, and people actually sent him money.
You listen, let me tell you something. This is another thing about people shaming other people on social media, right? Because I'm very shameless. If you guys didn't know, I just told you I cried on the tube and the DLR. I just told you I cried 3 times in public last week because life was getting the best of me. Honestly, it bloody was. And this week, I've woken up in a bit of a lighter spirit. It's not to say I don't have my doubts. You get me? I was meant to have a job interview this morning and a lot of mad thing happened. So, but it happens. But I will say, like, ask. I know it's easier for others than for others, and sometimes you've asked and you're tired of asking. That's where I'm at in my life right now, where I've got so much help from people that I feel like, you know what, I don't want any more. Like I just want things to happen for me so that I don't need to ask for help anymore. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like people get shamed when they do that. Like, we judge people for not doing certain things. We say, oh, they should have asked, they should have. And then
I
when
bet
the
the
people
person
that
did, though.
the people that do that get shamed. One girl, this was when GoFundMe was still a new concept. One girl was like, y'all, I'm trying to go to spring break in Miami. She's like American. I'm gonna start GoFundMe. People was chatting shit. She went to spring break in Miami. She went to spring break in Miami.
So what are you saying?
Okay, and she wasn't sick. She didn't have cancer. Her dog didn't die. She didn't have a tumor anywhere. She just wanted help. You feel me? Me personally,
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
No,
listen, if
I
every
don't.
person in the world could just
Help.
send $1,
we literally was talking about this with.
$1 to someone who's asking for help, we could all actually just help each other.
Oh, listen,
We all have a pound in our account.
for real.
If we made, like, if you've got a Cash App and you make a group, okay, everybody send £1, everybody send.
That's
Oh,
£20.
That's
to go
money
little, do
being
weekly
made.
shop.
Like, yo, life is hard, you know. Like, don't get it twisted.
Life is
actually
hard. Don't ever get twisted.
And then when you see people actually that have the courage to actually ask for help, they get shamed for it.
they
It's
get
fucked
shamed.
up.
Like, okay, in uni, in like second year. Oh shit. In second year, I went through a really crazy time with my mental health, and my anxiety was through the roof. When I say through the roof, I wake up shaking. My housemates will come home, find me in bits, and like, I just hate describing my episodes because I feel like I always downplay or like, it's hard to describe something that's mostly a feeling in your mind. But it was bad. Anyway, after I got to a stage where I wanted to take my mind back, you know, whether that's prayer, I worked out a lot as well. I didn't get professional help because I just heard, I know this is bad, but I heard about it through a friend and I thought, this doesn't sound like it's going to be helpful for me. I'd rather work and like pay for a psychotherapist and make the investment. But obviously I was a student, so that was just not even going to happen anytime soon. But anyway, I decided to start working. I decided to start working out, like, for my mind. So I would go to the gym 6 a.m, whatever, do all of that. And then I came to a place where I was okay with YouTube. Like, YouTube was the source of a lot of toxicity for me for a long time. And honestly, I can't believe I gave it that much power, but it really was. I came to a place where I was good with YouTube and my projects, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let fear get in the way. I'm not going to let anxiety get in the way. I'm going to do this shit. You get me? So I felt so like full of adrenaline. I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask for help. I'm going to ask people. I wanted to relaunch Tea & Co. And everybody knows me, remembers me promoting this. I want to launch this project, rebrand my channel, and I need to buy a MacBook. I edited all my videos in the uni library. The uni library cleaning staff know who I am. Because after I was done doing my essays, submitting my essays, I was staying there till 6 a.m. editing my YouTube videos and doing all sorts of shit.
Dedication.
Like, bro, I was busy. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to leave uni soon. I need help with stuff. And granted, I was not the best with money management generally with student finance and stuff, but I still asked for help. Do you know what I mean? Like, I sometimes don't feel like you have to have it all together to ask for help, but you have to just help yourself. Do you know what I mean? And when I started to ask for help and people actually started to donate, I was like, oh, there's no way these people can give me their hard-earned cash and I'm over here taking a piss, eating this takeaway that I don't need to be fucking eating. And obviously most of the funds that I use for Tea & Co, the studio, my MacBook, everything is from me fucking being a waitress and coming home at 1 a.m. But that I raised like £200. That is a lot of money.
How'd you raise that?
I just said put GoFundMe up and said,
Swear down.
help me fund my project. And people put money down. My friend put £40 because my friend, she's like, I don't watch your videos. Like, I don't have a good attention span, but I want you to know that I support you. So she put like £40 down, and all these people, friend. Like people just on.
I hate those friends that pretend that they do. Oh, I love what you're doing, and they don't watch it.
She
just
was
be
keeping
honest.
it real.
Like, yeah.
And I know I don't expect from her. I expect her to try though, but I don't. I know what it is.
Just share it,
and she supports the way she knows how. And
yeah,
at the time, that's her
important.
finances.
I feel like that's important.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I did that, and I don't regret doing that. And at one point, I felt a bit weird about it. And I was like, you know what, Brene, should I? Like, Brene is my sister. I was like, should I send the money back? Should I? What do I do? And she goes, no. They saw you. They know that there might be a possibility that sometimes you might order a delivery, but they believe in you and your project. You need to get it together with your own self and just receive it. Receive the help, receive it. And yeah, I saw like certain things about GoFundMes and all of that good stuff. But me, this MacBook, and I have this really magical relationship with my computer because ever since I left university, my computer has just been helping me
I can't get
make
the picture
my dreams come
my
true.
head from yesterday.
because I work from home, I'll come home and like if you're watching, you'll see like what I do. I'll be at home working. My mum will come in my room from work and she'll just see me on my computer and she probably thinks I'm a psycho. Like I type so quickly. I'm just typing emails begging people to hire me. Anyway, so hire me. I shoot, I edit, I present, I produce, I research, I do everything. I'll clean your shoe, I'll braid your children's hair. Anyway.
Okay.
So I don't regret that. I don't regret it at all. And even I don't know if we should open a thingamajig for this thing.
Well, I feel like we should because it's actually
guys,
been
we're struggling.
Hard. No, it's actually
we're
hard.
struggling. We are two struggling young people trying to make things happen.
Opportunities. It's actually
and then
hard.
it's like it might be. You're probably thinking there's a lot of background behind why we're struggling. I'm not gonna lie.
It's kind of hard to go into.
It's hard to go into it
because like. On my side, I don't know if you want to. For me, I feel like it's too personal for me to.
It is quite personal.
Yeah, like it's too personal for me to even like.
Sometimes there are circumstances behind why someone can't go a conventional route to make something happen for themselves. Yeah. Whether that's health, whether that's different things. Yeah. And in my situation, it's like I've taken a leap of faith and decided to like go freelance full time, and I've been doing very well. Big up me and big up all the people helping me, but my money is very slow. It's slow. I used to be rich when I was a waitress. I was rich. I was rich. I was getting paid like £300 a week, $250 a week. I was caking. And I got paid every single Friday.
Yo, this reminds me of like this thing that I saw, and it was talking about before the come up, like how people will mock you for like sleeping on a mattress when you're sleeping on a mattress, and then when you make it, it's like you tell the story about the mattress and all of a sudden that's so motivating. But when you're sleeping on a mattress, everyone's looking at you like you're a dickhead. But it's, I don't know, it's,
like this it's a lot going on.
But it plays with you though. Like when you see shit like that, it actually plays with you, because when people see people who look like they're struggling, like there's this video that I watched about the appearance, it kind of how people judge you based on your appearance. So there was a little girl, this was on Facebook by the way, there was a little girl who was lost. They pretended for her to be lost. Basically they put her in a mall and they left her on her own. People would approach her because she was dressed nice and she looked good and she looked presentable, and ask her, give her money, try to get her help. Social experiment thing. And then they put her in like a homeless person's raggedy clothes, like someone looking rough. This was a little girl. People walked past her. Wow. So now imagine being an adult and you're struggling. And some people when they're struggling, they can still look good in the struggle. Straight. But not everybody can look good in a struggle, and there's some days where like you don't even care because it's like, why am I putting in the effort? Real. And people won't give you the time of day because of how you look. So,
whether that's you looking too good or whether that's you. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I've been that girl. Like you walk past a homeless person and they're wearing like fresh white Nikes and you're thinking, do you know what I mean? But that's not fair because that could have been a donation. Do you know what I mean? Like you just never know. But I've been that person.
And then it's like, shit, I lost my trail of thoughts.
The social experiment of the girl and the people judging you the way you look. And
okay, cool. So like for example, and then you have that whole social media thing where like, say if they see you on social media and then they see you in real life, you're like, oh, you're a fake, you're a fraud, you're this, you're that. You go on social media to flex, but you don't understand that's people's hustle. And it's like half of the times, like like I'm just gonna bring up that visa-based situation because I feel like that's an important thing to mention. The girl, unless you're an influencer, you'll know that a lot of the times you get sent things for free. So you're doing free promotion.
And can we just say that receiving free makeup and a free handbag, you cannot put that into an electricity meter.
So a lot of the time you look good whilst you're struggling, and that's just as real as it is. And people look at you and just be like, oh yeah, she's balling. And then when she opened up about her situation, the whole world attacked her, and that's fucked up.
A really good example.
And it's really fucked up because it's like, this is a girl that's just trying to make it. She's trying to do something for herself. Yeah, she probably made the mistake of not, you know, being smart with her money, but you don't know the ins and outs of someone's life. So it's so easy to look at someone and judge them, kind of thing. But like, when you actually put things into perspective, it's like people will see you when you're just trying to do the best that you can for yourself. Like, okay, I'm struggling, but sometimes when you do promotional deals with companies on Instagram, they can pay you, but it doesn't mean that that payment that they give to you is going to save your whole fucking life. And if you're not working, you're gonna look good and be broke. But like, those are things that for someone, if you're in that position, you can be thankful for, because it's like, you can't afford to spend your money on clothes, or you can't afford to spend your money on hair and makeup, because you've got other things to prioritize. So why attack someone because they look good and, you know, they're coming out with their real life situations? Like, we're not even allowed to be human anymore. And you know what, the whole world is fucked up. Fuck everyone, because it's actually now it actually pisses me off. Like, when no, seriously, because like, I just feel like people are just desensitized, and they're just not human anymore. Like, we don't have humans in this world, and like, nobody cares. That's why like a lot of people commit suicide. That's why a lot of people are sad and fucking depressed, because it's like, if I come out and say what I'm really going through, people are not going to care. They're just going to make fun of me, and they're just going to laugh. They're going to laugh at my situation. And then when there's people like the guy or the Miami girl who wanted a GoFundMe just because she wants to live her best fucking life
in
so
spring
what?
break.
So what? And people are judging. Like, can everyone just relax? Like, I'm
gonna open a GoFundMe, because I need to be found in Ghana in December 2019. So I said I was gonna ride an eagle to Ghana, but actually inspired by by Miami Bay, Spring Beach, y'all. My PayPal is teresadihulu@gmail.com. Thank you, next, because that's what you need to find me. No, not fuck everyone. Not fuck our listeners.
Yeah, not our listeners. Like, the people who genuinely care, shout out to you and it, because, but it's just hard to actually see the people that care, because we're so consumed by negative people.
There is a lot
all
of
the time, and it's not fair. Like, we're not even allowed to be people anymore. We have to be fucking robots that are constantly smiling, looking perfect. Just because,
and smiling through all the pains when it's good. I will say that I try to, even though like I've had my fair share of like horrid people, like I've always got to. I feel like I've got to where I am in my life, in my mental health, and in my career, with just being kind and stuff. And people just underestimate just how nice it is. It is just to be kind. And I will say that even though you have your stance that people don't care, like, I want to counteract that, just to be devil's advocate and say most people don't care, but people do. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously some of you may or may not see it. I'm kind of advertising myself everywhere, because all my bank accounts are minors. So like, you may have seen my Twitter post about me being a journalist and stuff, and that's good money, but it's like not a lot of shifts. And I put it everywhere on all my socials, on Facebook, social fixed everywhere. And the way that happened was someone who's in a really high position, who's a senior, who's a executive at the BBC, head of online everything, head of a lot of things. I'm not going to list it because she's actually changed jobs. You know, I got an opportunity to work with her department, and then I emailed her, and she gave me 5 minutes of her time. And it could have just been a chat. It could have just been like, oh, you know, this industry's hard, but here's how you go about it. Good luck. It could have just been that. Do you know what I mean? But it wasn't. You know, I told her how I felt. I told her how I was hungry. I told her I had ideas. And her giving me that opportunity to sit down with her, she whipped out her phone and she texted one of her mates and said, "Do you need people?" And he said, "Yeah." And she said, "Good. I've got someone here. I'll CC you her CV." And so many things and so many opportunities where people, they do care. And I know that you feel that way. And I feel like a lot of people feel how you feel, which is why I have to say there's truth behind what you're saying, straight up. There's truth behind what you're saying. People will act like they give a fuck and they don't. But there's people that actually really care. Like one of my girls, like we was having a conversation, just talking about, I don't know, we're talking about whatever. And then a couple of days later, we were all in, you know, this is my group chat. You guys know I love my group chat. We was talking again, and then she just goes, "Send me your details." I said, "What do you want my details for? Do I owe you money? Did I forget?" Like, and then she just sent me like £30, and I've been needing some help. Do you know what I mean? There's people that fucking care. Like, let me just tell you right now. And for you to like, I feel like that is the thought that keeps people in their homes and keeps people isolated. This is how the devil, the enemy, the negative energies in the world want us to be. They want us isolated because that's when they can really fucking pick at our brains and have us believe these lies from the pits of hell. People care. People care. I care. Message me. I fucking care. Do you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, there's people that they will go above and beyond for you. There's some lady, this like you guys are really hearing, I'm getting a bit emotional, but I'm not gonna fucking do it because it's not cute. Some lady from church was like asking like, should we have a group chat for my cell group at church because we have like a prayer group. CRC London, let me know if you want to come. And she wanted help. She wanted listen always. This is about Jesus. This is serious, okay? Anyway, some lady from church, yeah, she was like, oh, I need help with uni work, and I was like, you know what? This is long, but why not? Like, why not help her? And then the lady was like, oh, like I heard, because obviously in the cell group you talk quite intimately about life. Oh, I heard that, you know, you're struggling with money a little bit and you needed help and stuff. I'll pay for your travel card for the next week. And she paid for my travel card. And I was able to go to interviews, do some shadowing work, get my name out there. And then a certain department in a certain establishment said, oh, we want you on our freelancing books. So that means that in the future they will refer to me if they need help with projects, and I will be paid for a day rate for that. Do you know what I mean? And it's like there's people that fucking care. Like, please believe that. And there's so many organizations, and I know when you're low, the last thing you want to do is fucking Google and research shit. Like, someone was tweeting about the process to actually get therapy and how draining it is to actually have to book an appointment in the UK. Obviously, bless the NHS, we have free healthcare, but yeah, it has its downfalls. Book an appointment, they book you in for a week later, right? That's a week where you could have done a matting. Book you in for a week later, then you got to convince your doctor that you're unwell. Right, and that it's not always hard. Some doctors are, yeah, but some doctors are a bit difficult. Then you're on a waiting list, possibly not. So sometimes it is a bit draining to do all of that. Do you know what I mean? Like, because when you're depressed, your mind is fucking drained, tired. It's like a broken muscle. So doing simple stuff like even bathing and stuff, like cleaning your room, is hard. Do you know what I mean? But there's people that care. There's people that will help you. Reach out. Tell a friend. Tell me. Tell your neighbor. Tell whoever will listen. Tell God. He will open the floodgates of heaven for you. I really, truly believe that. I'm not just saying that because it sounds really beautiful and I read it somewhere. And we will help you. We will carry you. We will carry the load for you. There's people that are ready to carry the load for you. Do you know what I mean? But just even if this the last thing you do is call out, even if that's the last strength you have to just call out and open your mouth and say, I need help. Do it. And I promise you, under the sound of my voice, by the authority given to me by Jesus Christ, someone will help
really
you.
Going in today.
Because this is serious. This is life or death.
It is.
Do you know what I mean? This is life or death. And I know because I felt that way. And I felt that way very young. I had suicidal thoughts at 7.
That's fucked
I was
up.
trying to take, I tried to take my life at 7 years old.
That's fucked up. I don't know how a 7-year-old even gets to that point, but that's mad.
I do.
It's actually
I do. So I know, like, I'm not just, like, I know what it's like to be physically, like, feeling like you're dead inside, feeling like there's no reason for you. And I've suffered with, like, anxiety, like, up and down my whole life. Like, sometimes I just go for seasons where I'm so fine and I'm so great, everything's great. And then, like, last month I had like 3 panic attacks and I woke up shaking. Like, what the fuck? So I know the struggle, but one thing I know is when I start feeling like nobody cares, that's a lie from the pits of hell. Please know that is a lie. That's not the truth, and don't believe it. But I know it's easier said than done, but fight it, because that's not the truth. That's never been the truth. Okay, even if there's only one person on this earth that cares, there's still it's still not no one cares. That's just there's that one person. Hold on to that one person, and I'm gonna stop preaching because I'm getting
beautiful.
hot.
Nah, that was beautiful. Shout out to you.
Thank you. And you know what, sis? I love you.
Oh.
And you're gonna be okay.
I know I will. Like, I believe I
No,
will.
but for real. I know it's hard. It's real tough. I feel you. Like, I have this weird thing where, like, I can feel people, and I really feel you. Like, I know it's not. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah.
it's going. This is temporary.
It is. I don't know. Like, yeah.
She's avoiding certain emotions.
I don't know. But yeah, I agree. It is temporary.
It's temporary.
And you have to stay positive and roll with the punches.
Why are you closing your eyes?
I don't know. Like, I'm just finding it hard to, like, even, like, I'm not the best person to give advice right now. I usually am. A lot of people do come to me.
You don't
for
have to
advice.
be all the time.
But like right now, it's just I'm just not the person to come to. And you know what you're saying? Like there's somebody, like if you come to me, I'll listen to you. But in terms of like needing advice, I'm not the one right now. I'm just trying to get myself back. Yeah, like I'm just trying to get my energy back and just get back to myself. Like I feel like there's 3 levels of me, and right now I'm on the 3rd level, which is the lowest level. And I don't even want to be at the top here. I just want to be in the middle. Like I just have like a normal balance, and I'll be good. Like I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay. I'm good, sis. Don't worry about it.
I don't believe that shit.
No, I'm genuinely good. I just feel like it's just all of this talk is hella depressing.
It is. We're really. Do you know what it is?
We wasn't even trying to comment.
We really wasn't.
But like, you know, life is just.
It's real. This is real life. I'm so sorry. I just 50 people, 100 people listen to this. This is real life.
Yeah,
this is real life. And just like we was talking about people getting shamed for being human. Hi, we're being human. We're being human. We're being human right now. But where do you even go from there?
I really don't know.
I really am trying to figure out a segue into a different topic. And I feel like I can't help.
Yeah, so I think this is
we're gonna wrap up for this episode.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. We love you. We appreciate you. And we thank you for your patience.
I just want to say, just be fucking kind to people, okay? You don't know what people are dealing with.
Straight.
They don't need your extra shit.
Yeah.
And, you know, just being like, hi, you okay? Smiling when you see a stranger instead of screw facing and giving them devil eyes.
For real.
It means a lot, and it's really
barging past
appreciative.
people.
Yeah,
that can really fuck you up.
Yeah, like there was this really nice lady that, you know, I walked past and she smiled at me and it was just like, oh, you're such an angel.
Yeah, for real.
Just be nice, man. Like that's it. Like just be nice. Like people have enough to deal with people that they don't know that are just like
being pricks.
Yeah. But yeah, just be nice and
it's
have
free of charge.
Yeah.
And it opens doors for you. I believe it. It's my testimony and everything. Just being
be nice.
Like
be a
CBeebies presenter.
Oh, that would be lovely, actually.
Yeah.
You know, do you know how much I would actually love that job?
Do you know what?
Do you know they get paid?
My man was telling me his friend is a CBeebies presenter.
I would love that job.
And he showed me a picture of him and everything. I'm gonna be like, yo, what's his manager's name?
No, for real. I don't think I used to watch. You know when they used to do the birthday parts, and you would send the name. I looked at those people and I was like, I want that to be me.
Yeah.
I want that to be me.
I don't know about the kids, you know, I'm not patient like that.
I don't know. I would love it. Like, I don't know. Like, I would just love to work in an environment where I don't have to, like,
be too serious all the
yeah,
time.
like, I just want to just chill, like, go to work and just relax and, like, just make, like, my job is just to,
do something chill.
Just chill. Yeah.
There's jobs out there, you know. We don't all have to be struggling in the city, stuck in a northern line. Some people are actually out here living their dreams, and that's what we're going to make that happen.
Yeah.
We love you guys.
Yeah, shout out to you.
We're going to catch you soon.
Yeah.
All right.
Tune into the next less depressing episode.
Way less depressing.
Way less depressing episode.
Listen, we have so much for you guys.
Talk that talk.
It's going to be hilarious. You're going to be on your feet, rolling.
You're going to be laughing. You're going to be like, oh, Sagesse is actually funny. Yeah. She's not that depressing.
Stop it. Sagesse is a G. Let me tell you this right now. She's a G. We're just...
You don't get it twisted. Like,
yeah, we're just going through it.
Thugs cry too.
Thugs cry straight. I need that tattoo somewhere. Anyway, bye.
Bye.